new Minivan position.
As long as I can make a sound, my artistry will be around. Long after I'm in the ground, and one person feels what I said I have purpose. It was worth it.
Minivan Musician, episode 28.
Yep.
So what's been going on with the music stuff this week?
Been having to do more stuff behind the scenes for this channel than music stuff per se. You know, there's a lot that goes into it when you start kind of rebranding something. I mean, it's not just like logo making, video editing, stuff like that. I mean, I'm having to learn a new program. Excuse me. A lot of brainstorming stuff goes into it as far as what to do, so that way we can set everything up for the future. The Griselda freestyle is written from this past week, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop it this week. Been writing for the album, of course, but it's a lot of going through beats and choosing what direction to go on that too. And Zebras is done. We just have to, I got to put the video together, and that goes back into the learning the program thing. So it's one of them weeks where like not a lot is done publicly, but plenty is done.
Yesterday was Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all you dads that aren't.
Yeah,
out
and all
there.
the single no,
Don't even start that shit. It's a dad's day, so
damn right.
And you dads that are good dads, props to y'all. So any particular obstacles that have been holding you back, besides me being hugely pregnant?
Yeah, there's that, but it's not you. It's just trying to get money right and planning things, and you know, we're shopping another vehicle and shit like that. And, you know, that only took, you know, an hour or something, but still, you know, it's extra time and talking about it and everything. Same juggle as usual, just work is a little busier now that the lockdown's done, or is it? I don't even want to think about that either. Been out doing a lot of stuff, trying to stay active, just to keep the mind positive. But, you know, there's a problem where I feel like creativity's in a coma right now. I'm not going to say it's dead, but I think it's in a long coma, because this kind of thing that's going on in the country right now, I mean, a combination of several things, like a pandemic, a lockdown,
Race wars.
Yeah, basically like a racial war almost. And kind of a war aimed towards the system, wanting to change the system.
Which is good.
Yeah, it can be good. It's just an artist, you know, especially a hip-hop artist, you know, if you're normally a political artist, it's like, okay, you definitely got to focus on this right now. If you're not normally a political artist, you're like, yo, this is an important topic in my genre and in my culture, so I got to focus on this right now. And everybody in between is, your mind is completely, like I talked about in the last one, you see nothing but this on your social media timelines. You hear about nothing but this when you're in a conversation with somebody at the store, or with your family or something like that. So it's kind of, well, I say it's got creativity in a coma, is obviously creativity means your mind's going to go to, you know, random places and find things to create and all of this. Well, your mind's kind of going to one place right now, you know, for the most part. You're kind of hung up on one thing. So, you know, the guy who would have normally wrote a song about women, or somebody like me who normally would have wrote a story about the past with like kind of a meaning worked into it, stuff like that. It gets difficult when you got to put the pen to the pad, because you're just like, man, I have to talk about this. You know, it's like anything else. Your punchlines lead to it. Your deeper meaning leads to it. You feel like you got to address it. And the reason I say creativity's in a coma from it is we're not going to feel free to create whatever pops into our head without that little bit of nagging about this issue for a very long time, until the problem or the issue is sorted out. And that's not going to happen overnight. Like you said, it's kind of like wanting to change the system, which can be good, but changing a major system that's been in place for a couple hundred years,
it's going to take several years to even get any kind of change.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even if you're just aiming at fixing a couple particular things, I mean, that's going to work its way into so many other things. That's why we have so much fucking red tape in this country. Everything's interlinked, and that's part of the problem, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying that I don't have any advice on anybody breaking out of it, because it's been affecting me too. You know, normally I'd sit down to write something that's just entertaining, you know, some MC shit, a 16 over a Griselda beat. And like, I believe you listened to the last one, and maybe even the one before that. I may have taken a break from it last week, but I couldn't help it. But the shit was having a deeper social meaning, which is good. But like I said, it's making me one dimensional, and it's making a lot of other artists one dimensional. I know that because I'm watching the other artists, that whether I fuck with them or not, whether it's a main artist, I'm seeing a lot of, I guess you could call this the doldrums or whatever. You know, it's in a coma right now. I don't know what's gonna awaken it. I don't know. Better music may come out of it. Usually, out of tough periods, it does. So,
Yeah.
you know, we'll see. But right now, we're in the in between period.
And everyone's afraid to say things too, because everybody's gonna take something the wrong way, and then that can end careers.
Touchy subjects. Yeah,
one line that someone doesn't agree with, and everyone else will jump on the bandwagon, and then your career's over.
Yeah, this one of them times where you can say something that has nothing to do with any of this shit.
Yeah, and people are
it'll
gonna
be
twist
taken
it.
that way. It'll be perceived that way.
Gotta be careful.
So I mean, people, you're right. So now you have people who are, you know, a little tense as far as creating because they're worried. I don't like to use the word afraid, but they're worried. And then, like I said, you got the political artists having a hard time because they're having to focus on this. The non-political artists are having to add this to their wheelhouse. The people in between are wanting to maybe release something that's more fun or more mentally freeing or whatever, but they feel like their release is petty. And honestly, most of the crowd, most of the people out there are going to think it's petty. Like, how dare you talk about this?
Right.
We got this going on. The normal artist you listen to that talks about popping Xanax bars and shit like that, you probably ain't trying to hear what he releases now.
I mean, I'm never trying to hear that.
No, not you. I'm talking about
most people,
the average fan out there or whatever of like pop music and all that shit.
Right.
And like a cute little love song. And I'm going beyond hip hop right now, or any of that shit. Even when I go to write something violent, man, I'm like, hold on, like my violence.
Now's not the time.
Yeah, like either my violence ain't important enough, what I'm talking about right here,
or it's
or
wrong.
incite violence. You know, it's like, no, man, I'm just doing what I always do. But the point is, you can't do what you always do. But hey, creativity's born in not being able to do what you always do. So
people
get creative
want you
with
to
it.
pick a side, and sometimes there's no right side, and by me saying that, I'll probably be called this, that, or the other, because there's always a right side. Well, I don't know
Not
anymore.
really. I mean,
but anyway,
to me, there's never a right side. Everybody's always a bit wrong.
Yeah.
Honestly, some people are just less wrong, and it's all timing.
That's true. So, what are you doing to kind of combat this whole creativity problem?
Well, my main project in 1996, that's kind of showing you what leads up to this period. So it's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like that helps me. Meaning, it was originally showing you what led up to what we're seeing in hip hop, as far as like the culture's fucked up in hip hop. It turned from drug dealers to drug users. It became mainstream. You know, all these different things, and kind of affected the culture on the street level. But now it's kind of like, well, only this, it's only been like a couple months passed by, and now it's like, well, what led up to this? Well, it's all the same shit. So, I mean, it's actually doing a better job for my album, because I'm like, okay, this helps me know what to keep and what to toss out. Whatever leads up to this bigger point, which is what the world is today, my experience in hip hop, what I've seen led up to it, that's what it's going to be.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that helps me. So I get to mentally go back in time instead of being stuck here. It's hard to move to the future when you don't know what the fuck the future is going to be.
Yeah.
Creatively. I mean, you could, creatively create something.
Creatively
creating.
creation.
Create something. But, that's obviously not going to be real. I can go back and see something that was real and reflect on it maybe in a different way. But yeah, my shit leads up to that. And also to do fun things like flow face-offs. So let's do the flow face-off. There's my segue. Okay, so we got some really interesting matchups this week. Can't say what they are. Let's just get into it.
Alright, before I get more pain.
Verse 1. If you don't know me by now, I doubt you'll ever know me. I never won a Grammy, I won't win a Tony. But I'm not the only MC keeping it real. When I grab the mic to smash a rapper, girls go ill. Check the time as I rhyme, it's 95. Whenever I arrive, the party gets live. I flow with the master rhymers I leave behind. The video rapper, you know, the chart climber. Clapper, down goes another rapper. On to another matter. Punch up the data. Blast master. Knowledge reigns supreme. Knowledge reigns supreme over nearly everybody. Call up, I'm guaranteed to rip a party. Flat top braids, bald heads, and naughty dreads. There once was a story about a man named Jed, but now Jed is dead. All his kids instead want to kick rhymes off the top of their head. Word, what go around, come around, I figure. Now we got white kids calling each other. The tables turned as the crosses burned. Remember, you must learn about the styles I flip and how wild I get. I go on like a space-age rocket ship. You could be a Mac, a pimp, hustler, or a player, but make sure alive you is a dope rhyme slayer.
5. 5.
That one I kind of messed up in like 2 spots, but I think you made it out what it was about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a good one. It's like there were some lines in there where I'm like, it felt like a little bit of filler.
It's alright, I like it.
But there's an overall like point to the verse, and that's super fucking important. You probably know what the fuck it is, so yeah, okay. Yo, I'ma run hysterically till they bury me. Count numerically. Hills of Beverly. More grands of Cherokee. President like Eric B. and Rakim. Drug game of top 10. Locked in. Right now it's not an option. And those who creep got the Mac in the heat. They got the 5-inch screens in the back of the seat. And now they got this daddy ragging. Last year had me sagging. Wasn't ready when heavy was back. Tossed me in the paddy wagon. But ain't nobody out here stopping love. Cause we was 12 years old in the Cotton Club, popping bub. So all the fame without the fortune. God damn you wrong. Can't say his motherfucking name, surviving in the Amazon.
4.5.
Damn. So the Blastmaster KRS-One defeats Camron.
Okay.
That Camron verse is from American Dream with Big L. That verse was dope. That was a really cold
That's a good
Camron
verse. Yeah, shit. We're not shooting the shooters and looting the looters.
Hey, some of that shit's dope.
Stole an owl from the zoo, now he's hooting the hooters.
Some of that shit's dope, man. I don't know. I guess Cameron. I mean, that was a 1 seed versus a 2. You know, a lot of times the 2 gonna move on. The KRS-One was hard.
I knew the KRS-One.
That was MCs act like they don't know. And the main thing with KRS is the way that he delivers shit. I was trying not to do that. A lot of it's his intensity, and it's almost like it's almost like giving a handicap. You know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna come out on top with that shit. With the microphone controlling. Let's see, round 2. Mob shit, send a hit. Shoot up your car shit. Put them blue tips in that cartridge. Put them drums in them carbines. We pull up on rappers and spark them. I might take your chain if it's sparkle. Street brother really came from nothing. Killer brother, then you saying something. You was talking, brother, I was hustling. We was shooting, brother, you was ducking. You was texting, brother, I was fucking. I was betting, brother, you was bluffing. Hide and seek, brother, I was hunching. Car foreign and my gun rushing. Sneak dissing, get a concussion.
2.
2, damn. Some of that was alright. I mean, those brothers weren't brothers, but same concept.
But...
Alright. Let's put you up against
This shit was lame.
One in the back with your faggot ass face down. Lucky that you breathing, but you dead from the waist down. Fuck is on your mind, talking that shit that you should be talking. And I bet you wish you never got it, cause you be walking. But shit happens and fuck it, you done did your dirt. Brothers is wondering, how the fuck you hid your skirt? Right under their eyes, I'm adding surprise to the guys that one of their mans was a bitch in disguise. I'm fucking with cats that order more hits and slaughter more kids. Let me holler at you, yo, the Baltimore shit. Know what I mean? I'm just robbing to eat, and there's at least 100,000 of me like me robbing the street, mobbing the street. When we starve and we eat whatever's there. Come on, you know the code in the streets, whatever's fair. Blood stains of chalk means your man couldn't walk. After the talk about him not being 1130B to New York, I'll just leave it there.
3.5.
That was DMX.
Mm.
It was the it was the I Shot Your freestyle, but some of them bars made their way into his album. I know you recognize
I
some
recognize some of them, yeah.
I fucked up again on this shit, but y'all gotta understand, like, reading other people's shit when it's, you know, off of these websites and her phone's got words on top of it, and I don't know, it's just fucked up.
Words
But
on top of it.
well, I mean, it shows like that it was a message from me, and like it's got that shit. So like the first line, you can't see it. I'm having
what
to like
was
screenshot
that
it.
other verse?
Wait, hold up. The next two bars I left out. And transforming ass brothers will get it quick. And yo, for real, that brother Tupac can suck my dick. I left that out because I knew that, you know,
I would have had a fit.
You ain't know the DMX dissed Tupac, did you? And I shot you.
That's all
He was
right.
another one where his delivery was what made that verse dope. The lyrics themselves,
I love
noticed, weren't the
DMX
greatest.
though.
So he had a 3.5 beat, a what, a 2?
A 2, yeah.
That 2 was 21 Savage.
Oh, I don't know anything about that motherfucker.
You do now.
I know I don't like him.
that was him on Offended by Meek Mill. It also had a verse from Thugger on it. I could have rapped his verse. Actually, but I mean, I didn't hate 21 Savage's verse on that. I mean, I didn't give it a 1. You know all this shit, I had to pick one off a collab.
I know. I don't know any of his shit.
No, I was trying to find one that was more like freestyle, like, because like DMX's was originally like a mixtape type of thing, and then you know I was trying to find that. So we have the 1 seed KRS defeating Camron, the 2 seed, and the 1 seed DMX defeating the 3 seed 21 Savage, which is how it should be. All right. No, I mean as far as the seeding. You meant just because it was 21 Savage. But, all right. The dude ain't that bad for like a current rapper. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's much worse out there.
Okay, so 4th quarter, I'm going hard. If my money's stupid, my credit card's a retard. The Lamborghini Bugatti all in the same yard. I want the freak and the lady all in the same broad. Ballin' way before Jim Jones. I got to be the richest brother with the skin tone. Somebody get the doctor on the phone. My diagnosis, I got getting money syndrome. I got that hustle disease. I got paper chasing tendencies and yet to find a remedy. So shorty feeling me the way I be dressed. She like my white tee, neck V, polo crescent. My tie gold, purple label, 3-piece dressing. I'm a young woman's blessing. I'm every woman's confession. To older women, you can call me cougar bait. To all you haters, I'ma call you too late.
3.5.
Not bad, not bad. All right, I liked it.
That's all right.
For some money, philosophy.
Yeah, that's catchy though.
Yeah, he's got a catchy flow to it, and that'll make sense to you when I tell you who it was.
It sounds like.
And this person even no, I can't say that. That might ruin it. Okay. People love you and support you when it's beneficial. I'ma forgive, I won't forget, but I'ma dead the issue. Soon as you out of brother's life is when they start to miss you. They see you doing good, now it's kind of hard to diss you. Brothers be sick when they remember all the bad they wished you. Brothers be mad when they can't come and live lavish with you. But I sped off in a Benzie. I see the envy when I'm causing a frenzy, so I pop pills for them, cop cribs in the hills on them.
4.
Okay, so that was Pills and Potions by Nicki Minaj defeating Nelly's Still Number 1.
That was that song, really? Oh, that's
number 1.
Funny. I can't even remember.
With Joe Perry on the guitar in the video from Aerosmith.
I love that song. I can't remember the lyrics to it though.
Man's like 4th quarter, I'm going hard.
Yeah, see, then I would have known.
Lamborghini, Bugatti, all in the same yard. I want the freaking the lady, all in the same broad. That was a song dissing KRS-One.
I would have known that for sure.
That was the song dissing KRS-One.
I think we talked about this before.
Nelly won that shit. Nelly had the better song out of the two. I hate to say it, but
I love some Nelly.
KRS said some offhanded shit that might have been accurate about a pop rapper just trying to top the charts. So that's what made me think of the old MCs act like they don't know, but I couldn't really put it up against Nelly. Like it didn't seem like a cool matchup.
That's funny.
You know, but it made me think of the shit, and I was like, you know, that was actually not that bad. Like,
man, none of Nelly's shit was bad, really.
What was dope about Nelly in this, and look, I've been in like little rapper beefs and shit like that, and since I rap in like bars and like I do my lyrical thing, whether it's a beef or it's passive aggressive, and they even add their verse to a song I'm on, something like that, they kind of try to do what I do but do it better. Like they try to do the bars, they take their style and they add some syllables to it and all that, and so they can match up. Nelly did a smart thing with this KRS thing. The entire fucking song, all he does is brag about having money. That's it. And that's what KRS actually criticized him for.
Yeah.
So he's like, yeah, fuck you. That's me.
That's what I do.
I'm just going to do it a little better on this song. Now I'm going to put a Band-Aid on my face. And
yeah.
So, I mean, I give a little props now. At the time, I hated it because I was like the biggest KRS fan in the world at the time. I had been for a long time. I'm like, oh, fuck this dude. But now I look back on it, I'm like, he actually had a cool...
was pretty dope, though.
Yeah, his answer was all right. Like, he was good at what he did.
If that song's on the radio, I will play it loud.
It's better than most radio rap, and the dude had a certain swagger about him, you gotta admit.
Yes.
Some of his lyrics were just plain fucking stupid.
Yeah,
my man said,
but
like,
compare their stupid, compare like that stupid to like today's stupid, and it's like, all right, I'll take that stupid.
It's just like sober stupid.
Yeah, I'll take that
stupid
over like today's Xanax stupid.
Yeah, I mean, like, the shit is like, he is what he is. Like, he's entertaining. So, like you said, in the car, at a party, you might be like, yeah, fuck that. I'm going to go ahead and, like, move this, you know. It's not going to make you think. No. It's not going to, it wouldn't be good in this actually, you know what? In this climate, like.
People need some Nelly.
People need to be making music like Nelly.
Yeah.
You know, but I know how they're feeling. Like we were talking about earlier. I feel like if I went to make a song like that right now, it'd be like disrespectful.
Yeah, right.
Like, how you gonna make some corny shit like that right now? And it's like, man, I'm just trying. Whenever you know this, to lighten the mood. You know that when I try to lighten the mood, I offend the shit out of people.
You do.
I do. I'm like,
you breathe and you offend the shit out of people.
I do. I don't know why.
You can't even like be
in.
We can't even like be in a van like a million miles away from people, and someone's offended by something we said, or did, or moved, or looked, or whatever.
It's crazy, but
weird.
like. I don't know.
People
it's
got
probably
too much
because I'm an artist.
time on their hands.
I guess. But yeah, so we got KRS-One, the 1 seed, moving on after defeating Camron. We got DMX, the 1 seed, defeating 21 Savage, the 3 seed. And we have the Nicki Minaj, the 3 seed, defeating Nelly, the 3 seed.
That's funny.
Nicki Minaj is one that gets a lot of shit.
I don't hate Nicki Minaj. I don't.
She gets a lot of shit for like doing the singing thing and doing like the repetitive hook and like repeating shit.
She can spit though.
But yeah, when she needs to spit, she actually can. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I actually kind of like Nicki Minaj.
Yeah,
a lot of her music ain't like my vibe.
It's not something I'm gonna like put on my Spotify
but when I'm
list
reading the lyrics,
and like, but you know, I like her.
I'm like, okay, I respect the lyrics to this. This is just some real life shit that I threw in there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I respect it, so you know, I rock with it. It's just like some shit I really respect. I just don't listen to much. Like I'll listen to KRS. You're not gonna catch me listening to Nelly much. But if
so you might catch me listening to Nelly.
If I'm in a club or a bar and they fucking like kind of do some
like my time
shit
period for my age, you know.
Dude, fucking Broly was, I think, spun some Nelly.
Baby Bunny, yeah, Broly likes
we got
Nelly.
Lots of animals over here. And I do listen to DMX.
Look at how little he is.
You're yelling into the camera.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. We gonna get back at y'all with new music next week, playing catch up. And on that note, I say peace.